Are we live? I think we're live now. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the greatest live show of all time. That is right, everybody. Now, for those of you who are new here, I always make sure to include timestamps in the description below, so if you want to skip around for whatever wacky reason, you are more than welcome to do so. Now then, let's get right into the meat of the topic. So, where do I begin? NicholasDeOrio and I go way back and know each other very well. We've even sent each other a few images. I can't show them on stream, but look, I think the real reason I'm doing this stream is, well, he's just such a great guy, and I think I'm in love with NicholasDeOrio. But that's neither here nor there, because I know the feeling isn't mutual anymore. Obviously, he's more on the submissive and breedable side. So, as much as it hurts to say, I understand why he would choose Vaush's 27-inch horsecock over my regular-sized girl dick. You know? And saying it out loud just makes it hurt even more. But, you know, regardless of whether it hurts or not, you know, it is the truth. Now, obviously, Vaush has been in a lot of controversy lately. This is something that I've covered in an 8-hour stream. And NicholasDeOrio has covered it in a 5-hour stream. And we're sort of going to get into that and how NicholasDeOrio, you know, being NickDeOrio, has been a staunch defender of Vaush. For those of you who don't know, you know, that's something that me and NickDeOrio have in common, is we're both massive Vaushites. So, yeah, I guess where we'll start is the tweets from NickDeOrio. As soon as we get some more people in chat, I guess. Because looks like it always takes YouTube a minute to push stuff out to viewers, you know? It's kind of sad how that works. But it looks like I'm starting to get more concurrent viewers. This is why I always add timestamps after the fact. It's because, you know, I don't want to say too much while I'm still in the process of getting all the epic concurrent viewers. But, yeah, I think that this is something that not many people have talked about. And I think that there's, like, a lot of information that people aren't really aware of. When it comes to NicholasDeOrio and Vaush and the way that they've interacted with each other on the internet. And, you know, I didn't believe this at first. You know, I didn't realize, you know, how close the two of them were behind the scenes. But, you know, I mean, I had some idea, right? Like, again, me and Nick go way back. But again, you know, their relationship is, oh boy, where do we even begin? So, I guess without further ado, I'll start showing some of the first things I saw when it came to this whole, drama, I guess. So, the first tweet I saw from NickDeOrio says, "In about an hour, we will be live to defend my boyfriend Vaush from Ethan." I'm illiterate. Let's try that again. I might make this into a video because this is important stuff. So the first tweet I saw from NickDeOrio is, "In about an hour, we will be going live to defend my boyfriend Vaush from Ethan. Start to finish, no stone left unturned. Hashtag URR4. And, you know, I saw this and, you know, I didn't watch the whole live stream, but, you know, knowing NickDeOrio and how he feels about Vaush and also his stance against making or spreading false allegations with insufficient evidence. I just know that obviously he's going to side with Vaush in this situation. The next tweet I saw was him screenshotting a Discord message that Vaush sent saying, "I rescinded the invitation for Ethan to talk on my stream because after doing a completely unprompted, vile, dishonest character assassination for 2 hours, he was playing dumb in DMs, saying he was, quote, surprised. I thought he acted in bad faith and wanted me on his stream to, quote, provide my opinion. If he cared about my opinion, wouldn't he have reached out before the character assassination? What? Then I checked his Insta story, and while he was doing his innocent routine in DMs, he was calling everyone defending me a pedo, photoshopping pics of me in a jacket that said pedo, shit like that. Absolutely dishonest snake. Not an ounce of desire for truth in that guy." And then NicholasDeOrio responds to this by saying, "It's okay, Vaush. Ethan fucking snaked you, dude. What he did was unjustifiable. And you know what? I wholeheartedly agree with this sentiment, and I'm so glad that NickDeOrio is speaking out against the false allegations." He also responded to a tipster tweet that says, "Yes, H3H3 Productions, you are losing your mind. You're being extremely bad faith, and now everyone is calling you out for it. After all the genuinely good takes you've had over the past year, we expected better from you." And then NicholasDeOrio quote tweets it and says, "I actually agree with tipster for once." And, you know, I think that this is something that everybody can collectively agree upon. You know, if NicholasDeOrio and tipster are in complete agreement to the point where NickDeOrio feels the need to put out a tweet saying so, I mean, I feel like if that's not a sign, then I don't know what is, that Vaush is innocent. He also quote tweets somebody and says that he basically agrees with them and that Ethan clearly pedo-jacketed a Vaush. His behavior is unacceptable and he should apologize for his actions. You know, I agree with Nick, and I'm so glad he's taking such a firm stance on this. He also responds to an H3H3 Instagram story by saying, "Go fuck yourself, Ethan, you fat fuck. Vaush is completely innocent, and you owe him an apology." And you know what? I think that out of all of the tweets, has to be my favorite one. I wholeheartedly agree. And, you know, I just wish more people could be thinking like NickDeOrio in situations like these. Smash like if you agree. And so, how do I put this? I guess I'm gonna need to drink some water. Oh my god, I'm so dehydrated. Oh boy. Always make sure to drink water. It's very good for you. But yeah, anyways. So somebody sent me a clip from his stream. Now, before I play the clip, Nick does have a speech impediment, so I don't want to see anyone in chat making fun of him. What happened in that car accident was tragic. Before the car accident, he was almost as smart as Flamenco, and sometimes you can never fully recover from a serious brain injury, but he's still the same person with the same heart and the same soul, which is all that really matters.
I don't defend Vaush for the clout. I have both financial and networking opportunities for being his friend. I defend him because he's a good person who more often than not is unfairly maligned by people who should know better. I am disappointed in H3H3. You are using out of context clips. Do better, Ethan. It shouldn't be acceptable for people who are supposedly leftist or progressive.
What a brave soul. I agree. Sorry, what was Nick saying? Sorry, I got distracted by chat.
Supposedly leftist or progressive to pedo jacket trans people.
This is true. Like, if you pedo jacket Vaush, you're basically pedo jacketing a trans person.
Incredibly disappointing
I agree.
to see from people who should know better.
They should.
The double down has been so disappointing.
Yeah.
At the start of the stream, he said, "This isn't even in the title." Then
I agree.
the next day, after changed both
Yeah, I
of
mean,
the
he
title
changed
and
it.
thumbnail
Yeah,
to
he
make
just
the
wants clout.
stream entirely about Vaush.
Yeah, he's so hungry for clout.
This is toxic,
It is.
bad faith,
Completely.
drama mongering. I want to debate the ethics of child pornography.
So, yeah. Very beautiful and heartwarming sentiment from NicholasDeOrio. And I just agree with everything he said there. Is this President Kennedy? No, it's NicholasDeOrio. He just has like a little bit of a speech impediment after the car accident, so that's why he sounds a little bit different. But yeah, no, like yeah. So don't be making fun of Nick's speech impediment, okay, guys? That's not okay. That's ableist. Beautiful speech. Yeah, exactly. Drama mongering seems to be H3's entire business plan. I mean, Nick said so himself. I mean, we heard the clip. But yeah. I also have a few clips that I can play from before the car accident, where these were from a different stream, where NickDeOrio also defends Vaush. But yeah, let's see here.
The argument was about ethics, not child pornography. Maybe Ethan should look up into how much Vaush took his side in the whole Hasan thing before he starts pedo jacketing him. He never.
This is so true. I agree. Like, I can't put into words how good NickDeOrio is at articulating exactly how I feel about this situation.
Never even clarified that it was drawn porn, let alone we're into kink shaming now. Also, using clips from 4 or 5 years ago is slimy when he addressed this countless times.
This is true.
Let alone cutting Vaush off before he finished an argument.
Yeah, no, I agree with Nick here. And, you know, I can tell that they've been hanging out, you know, based on the types of hypotheticals that NickDeOrio has come up with, such as this one that I'm about to play.
Well, imagine if a benevolent pedophile alien comes to Earth, and then, like, what would you do in that instance?
Asking the real questions. What would you do in that instance? You know, most people don't have an answer. Most people don't even think about these things. And I think that NickDeOrio has learned a lot from Vaush and his philosophy, and I have so much respect for him as a result of that. And I respect the fact that even though Vaush is in a lot of controversy, NickDeOrio is still defending Vaush and saying that he's based. For instance, in this clip.
He was so based to compare child pornography to mining materials out of...
Just so we're clear, let's play that again.
He was so based to compare child pornography to mining materials out of fucking third world countries and using fucking slave labor to fund your iPhones. And then they use child pornography because it's like the whoa, holy shit, that's bad example.
You know, I think that NicholasDeOrio, you know, despite his flaws, such as being overweight, I think he's a good guy at heart. And I think that this is a perfect example of how, you know, he's not hopping on the bandwagon and trying to defame Vaush, even though that would be the easiest thing to do. And, you know, I could easily be really bad faith and be like, oh, you know, Vaush is actually a PDF file. It was tempting, and I'm sure that there was also that same temptation for NicholasDeOrio, but he didn't give in. He's a ride or die type of homie. Yeah, absolutely. I have so much respect for that, you know? Like, I feel like that's the best type of homie you could possibly be, is the ride or die type, you know? What other type of homie possibly be is, oops, would you want to be? I don't think that there is one. And because of that, I think that NicholasDeOrio is the best homie. But yeah. Now, do I go, you're fatter than NickDeOrio? Maybe one day. You know, maybe that's what I look like in the future. As a black woman yourself, I'm glad you agree. Yeah, as a black woman myself, I do. I couldn't agree more. Smash like if you agree. Yeah, so there's also some leaked messages between Vaush and NicholasDeOrio that I'm going to go through. After drinking water for... Oh my god, I can't even... Oop. I can't even speak properly. Stop making that noise. What are you doing? Okay, anyways. What was I saying? Oh, right. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Am I retarded? Yes, I am. Oh, right. Yeah, we're going to be going over the leaked DMs between NicholasDeOrio and Vaush. And yeah, so I've been sent screenshots of DMs between NicholasDeOrio and Vaush that have been verified as real. They were sent by an anonymous source. I'm not going to leak who they are for their safety, but you can trust that these screenshots are real. They've been verified. Yeah, I think that they give us a better perspective as to the type of relationship we're dealing with here. So here's how it starts. NicholasDeOrio says, "Hi, hello, uwu." Vaush responds, "Greetings and salutations, NicholasDeOrio. Hypothetically, if a race of aliens came to Earth and was going to wipe out the entire human race unless you molested an 8-year-old child, would you molest the 8-year-old child?" NicholasDeOrio responds with, "I would rather have the entire human race get wiped out. However, if molesting the 8-year-old child has no bearing on whether or not the aliens will end humanity, which is the preferred outcome, then I, NicholasDeOrio, would probably just molest the 8-year-old child." Fuck. I need to... Okay, I'm gonna have to cut this into a video. "Then I, NicholasDeOrio, would probably just molest the 8-year-old child." And then Vaush responds... "This is a fundamental problem with your..." Vaush responds, "This is a fundamental Oh my god, I can't do the fucking video. I'm sorry. Vaush responds with, "This is a fundamental problem with your act utilitarian and ethical framework at an axiomatic level. As a rule utilitarian, I believe that molesting an 8-year-old child is unethical regardless of the many situations in which it would actually benefit the 8-year-old child to get molested." And then NicholasDeOrio responds with, "You're so smart, Ian." Nuzzles forehead into your chest. And then this is like sort of where like the whole roleplay thing starts. So then Vaush says, "You're such a good boy," and then gives NickDeOrio head pats. And then NickDeOrio gets really flustered. And then Vaush gently caresses NicholasDeOrio's neck flaps. And then NicholasDeOrio takes his shirt off and wipes his sweaty armpits with the back of his hands, and then wipes the sweat onto Vaush's forehead. He then envelops Vaush's 27-inch horsecock with his stomach rolls and starts stroking his cock. And he specifies that his stomach rolls collect lots of grease, so he didn't need to add any lube. Then Vaush takes his own shirt off. And then NicholasDeOrio is surprised and asks, "Whoa, Vaush, have you lost weight?" And Vaush responds with, "I sure have." And then after that, NicholasDeOrio says, "What the fuck is wrong with you? I have been the fat acceptance movement for over 5 years now, and you think it's okay to be fat phobic by going out of your way to conform to society's bullshit beauty standards by losing a bunch of weight. I thought you were better than this. Fuck you, bitch. Go fuck yourself. I hate you. You only lost the weight because you think being fat is ugly." And then Vaush responds with, "I'm sorry, I'll eat McDonald's 3 times a day for the next 5 months. Just for you, Nick." And then NicholasDeOrio responds with, "Aww, I forgive you, Vaush." And then Vaush says, "Thank you, baby girl." And then NicholasDeOrio responds, "Any day, woo." Oh my god, this is so wholesome. I love this. Then Vaush asks NicholasDeOrio, "Have you ever considered converting to Islam and joining Hamas?" And then Nick responds with, "Yes, but I've never had the bravery to follow through with it." And then Vaush responds by saying, "I recently converted myself. I've been having so much fun pouring gasoline onto infants and then lighting them on fire. According to rule utilitarianism, this is ethically justifiable because the pleasure I derive from doing this is at such a great magnitude that it exceeds the amount of suffering caused by my actions, thus making it the most morally justifiable action." And then Nick says, "That's so cool, Vaush. I completely agree with you. I'm going to join Hamas too now so I can commit human rights violations." And then Vaush says, "If your goal is to simply commit human rights violations, this is not exclusive to being a member of Hamas. This is not exclusive to being a member of Hamas. For example, if you were to join the KKK and kill 200,000 black people, you would be committing human rights violations without being a member of Hamas." And then Nick says, "That's a really good point. I wish I had thought of that." You know, at the end of the day, it's just another example of the chemistry between the two. And then eventually they have to end the conversation. And Vaush says, "Oh shit, it's time for me to start my live stream. My viewers have been staring at my starting stream soon screen. Sorry, I misread that. My viewers have been staring at my stream starting soon screen for 45 minutes now." And then Nick says, "Goodbye, Vaush. I love you so much." And then Vaush says, "I love you too, sweetheart." And oh my god, if this isn't the best love story of all time, then I don't know what is. I don't know what is. If this isn't true love, then true love simply does not exist. And if you think that this is true love, let me know by smashing like. But, you know, I think that this might be something that I end up writing a fan fiction about. You know, I think that this would be a really good fan fiction. And, you know, I think that the best fan fictions are created through real world love. And I think that this is the perfect example of real world love at play. And there's something beautiful about that. There's something so beautiful about that. And I don't think I could ask for anything more beautiful than just that. Anyways. Yeah. Is there anything else I wanted to say? I don't think so. This is kind of just like a... Okay, this is kind of... Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This is basically a recording session. So that, if you notice that there's, like, weird pauses or me repeating myself, that was why. Because this is meant to become a video. And because I can edit it, when it becomes a video, you know, you better believe that I'm going to be taking advantage of that. Yeah. That's why... That's what the long pauses are for. Yeah, anyways. Otherwise, yeah, normally, chat, normally if I read something out loud or I misread something or I mispronounce something, I'll just keep talking. Like, I don't fucking care, right? I'm not gonna go out of my way to correct myself, but if I'm saying something that I know is gonna be included in the video, I have to say it right. I have to have the right intonation. I have to say it with the correct wording, etc. And I think I did a good job of that. And, yeah, anyways. You should make a video about the dumbest things Elon has ever tweeted. Wouldn't that just be his entire Twitter account? I think it would be. I think it would be. Yeah, anyways. But yeah, this is like a live recording. I probably should have specified that. Originally, I was going to do something longer, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to download the VOD for this, and then I'm probably going to unlist or private it. I'll probably just unlist it. Yeah, I'll unlist it. There's no need to private it. And then, yeah, that's it. You could make a video of being a girl for a day. Oh, a dog girl for a day. I misread that. I'm very smart, as you can tell. Who's the guy on the wall? That, my friend, is the beautiful bald man, known as Bald Martin. But yeah. Anyways. I think unless I like lagged at some point, I think I said everything that I needed to say in this. Okay, it looks like the stream started at like the proper time. Okay. Okay, yeah. It didn't get cut. You should make a vid of dog girl fashion tips and another of dog girl date ideas. I'm more of a cat girl, but yeah, I guess I could do that maybe. But yeah. Okay, for the few people that are watching this, do you want to do more stuff? Or sorry, not more stuff. Oh my god. My ADHD be like, bruh. Like you won't get sorry, fuck. I'm so bad at speaking when I am not in the correct headspace. Jesus Christ. I'm in like a video recording / creation headspace. Because I know that I'm about to edit. But oh my god, chat. First of all, do I keep going? And talk about shit that's like unrelated to the video. Jesus Christ. I'm retarded. Also, hello, Batal Crafter. This is a shorter stream, by the way, so like I'm gonna end it at like at pretty soon because I just caught up to live. Oh damn. Yeah. No way I missed a stream with this title, the fuck? Do not worry, W. Preston. This stream is actually just a video recording session. So I'm gonna unlist it. Did you see Chud Logic mention you? Wait. Oh my god. No way. No fucking way. Thank God. Yeah. So firstly, I'll keep it unlisted. I'm not gonna private it. And then secondly, I'm gonna be he's going to go over your Vaush defense, probably. Yeah, most likely. But yeah, this is like a recording session for a video I'm gonna make with like the same title and thumbnail as this. But then I'm once I finish this, I'm gonna change the title to uncut VOD, I guess. And yeah. So there's that. Expect my support? Hell yeah. But yeah, I think that's something I'm gonna go over as soon as it happens. Depending, like, okay, wait, did Chud Logic talk about me recently? Or like, was this like in a stream? Raw, uncut VOD? Yeah. Moments ago? Oh, shit. Wait, is he live? Streamed 50 minutes ago? Okay. Oh no, is it a 12-hour stream where it gets cut? I hope not. I hope not. I hope he didn't like react to me at specifically the end and then whatever, like that gets cut or some shit. I'm scrolling through this. I don't see me. Where's me? I'm sorry, I'm scrolling through. 6 hour, no. No, that's Lyrics. Lolicon Lyrics. My favorite YouTuber. I like when he cucked Turkey Tom. That was really based. Yeah, it's probably not that early. That's not my stream. Oh my god. Okay, he's just not gonna react to my stream, is he? Fuck you, man. What the hell, man? Where is it? He tweeted about you? Or he tweeted about me? Okay. It was towards the end, so it got cut. How long was he streaming for? I'm actually so annoyed if that's like the one thing that got cut out of the VOD. He was planning to next stream. When is his next stream? I wanna react to it live. 13 hours and some change. Okay. Chud Logic. Did he talk about me on Twitter? What is Chud Logic's Twitter? No, that's the producer. That's people? Does Chud Logic have a... Oh, do I need to spell it without a space? Is that why? No? What is... Wait, oh, that's not... Well, Chud... oh, Irrational Chad? Oh, okay, that's not Chud Logic, that's, his producer. Oh my god, he just tweeted about me, 12 minutes ago. He tweeted about me 12 minutes ago. What the fuck is going on? With a screenshot of, this stream, and a screenshot of a previous... Sorry, nope, the same stream, my bad. With the DMs. But I don't think that he's, tweeted about anything other than that, I don't think. But that's really based. Let's go. I'm so glad he found this epic live stream. It's Chud... Wait, I thought that... But it says producer for Chud Logic. Is Chud Logic his own producer? If that's the case, okay, I guess, but... Why would you write produce... Okay, maybe I'm just retarded. I'm sorry. I guess I'll give him a follow and see if there's any updates on this. NicholasDeOrio is getting done dirty. Chud, no, you did not just discover Femyoz. I actually remember them from the I'm here to debate the trans youth meme, Augie. Classic moment. That is a classic moment. I don't know what's more shocking, Nick and Vaush having a romantic relationship or Femyoz actually having viewers. Damn. What did I do to you? Femyoz taking the food chops route, I guess. What? Gondor parentheses Vaush has called for aid parentheses defense of his pedo horse porn collection. Yo, I know them. Based? Clearly onto something here. I sure am. Yeah, it's a masculine trans person who has maybe taken estrogen or something. They're just jacking off and making a really gross face. What? I'm so confused. What does that mean? Okay then. That's copy pasta. Okay. Fuck. You can never tell these days. You can never tell these days. Damn. You know, it's hard to say. I didn't know if this stream was gonna get any viewers, simply because, like, again, like, this is just gonna get turned into a video. That's a tomfoolery meme. Who is tomfoolery? I've heard, like, people talk about him, but I don't know anything about the dude. I just know, I think he had, like, beef with Keffals or something. That's literally it. But, like, I'll see, like a small, like, Twitch poll streamer's YouTube channel, and they, like, they'll have, like, their their 10 most recent videos are all about tomfoolery. Tomfoolery is some Coomer retard? Okay, makes sense. It's like there are people that have, like, 10 to 20 videos about him, and it's like I refuse to watch a single one of them because I don't care. I literally just don't give a shit. Like, I'm sorry, but it's like the biggest fucking, oh my god. He showed a nude woman on a stream by mistake, and his response was that copy pasta you just read, saying she was trans for some reason. Oh, that's fucked up. Nah. They love to watch trans porn and dehumanize them. That's like a certified Nick Fuentes moment. Holy shit. He didn't do anything majorly wrong, but it's super duper fun. I thought that he must have been like a terrible person or like a super mega lolcow or some shit, based on the amount of people that talk about him and the frequency at which they do that. God damn. Holy shit. What the fuck? Okay, wait, does, I think Chud multi-streams? So, it looks like he's multi-streaming on, Kick, Twitch, and YouTube, I think. So if we go to Kick, and we look up Chud Logic, because I don't think that the VODs would get cut on here. So if we go to, yeah, it's almost 14 hours. Okay. Does he talk about me? Okay, what is this?
A good job going over that.
This is not about me. Fuck you.
I'm positive. I checked. We will go over
it. Not me.
And then I've read.
Not
These
me.
These people are fucking sick in the head.
Talk about me. Boost my ego so I can be relevant. Does he mention me at, like, the very end? Oh no, oh, oops, I accidentally... Where... I'm trying... Fuck.
Her thought process is...
I thought he was gonna talk about me.
Fucking impression. How is it just stupid? Okay, let's keep it going.
Does anybody have a timestamp?
Chat at the...
Life. You're at a bar, getting a drink with somebody. They call you creepy.
Damn. Thought he was gonna talk about me.
Aggressive with Kelly.
Okay, if he talked about me, it had to have been like a...
What the fuck?
And you said it was...
money off depressed.
Yeah, okay, if it's later in the stream...
Hadn't been around, but...
Then he doesn't talk me...
Okay,
sorry.
Come in. I want to see him come in.
By the way, guys.
Either I am too retarded to find it, or it's not in there, or it's so...
Hey, put your cam on.
Or it's just like him making like one comment about the thumbnail or some shit.
By the way.
Tom, when he sees a fun of a... No, I appreciate this isn't for everyone, but if you are invested in this, you are going to hear some insane
It's nothing,
shit when we get to...
He doesn't react to the stream, but he mentions what you're doing or something and talks about the Augie debate meme. It's nothing super substantial. Okay, so it's nothing I could make a video about, unfortunate. Damn, when you said that, when you were like, oh shit, well, Chud Logic talked about you and shit, and I'm like, oh fuck. Is that something I can make a video about? Oh, it's like a minute. It's like the last 10 minutes. Okay. Under most circumstances, I would not be spending all this time scrolling through a video. But
you know, it's like a trick. It's like I was saying earlier. It's bad because you can't obviously show it on stream for whatever reason, so you can't really show the craziness of it because it's against TOS and might even potentially be even worse than that.
I assume he's talking about the Vaush folder.
Like, you don't want to look at it, but then...
Okay, yeah, this was the dilemma I had with people being like, oh yeah, like there were random people in chat that were saying, oh yeah, by the way, I'm actually, can you add me on Discord so that I can send you images of Lolicon? Because those are the ones that are in Vaush's folder. I'm like, these were random people in chat, and it's like, first of all, how do I know that that's what you're going to send me? Like, I'm sorry, but if somebody that I have no idea who they are is like, yeah, let me add you on Discord to send you fucking Lolicon. Like, that's insane. And that was like a dilemma I had, because like, no, I don't want you to send me fucking Lolicon. It could just end up being random ass Lolicon. And then, what the fuck? Like, no. Absolutely no. And then eventually somebody that I trusted enough is like, oh, here's like the diagram thingy where it has like all of the like the high-res versions of the images, and I'm like, okay, you can send that to me on Discord so I can look at it. Because I didn't find that on my own, and yeah, but it's like there were people that are like, oh yeah, can I link you these tweets to Lolicon? And I'm like, no. No, you cannot. And there was like this one person that was insistent. And then when I wouldn't do it, I like offhandedly was like, because Jalen was watching the stream, I offhandedly was like, okay, Jalen, would you be willing to look at whatever it is that they're trying to send instead so that I don't have to look at it? The answer was basically just no. And then a 16-year-old in my chat offered to look at it, and I said absolutely the fuck not. This fucking weirdo then gave their Discord in chat, and then I fucking banned them like immediately, because no, you're not gonna fucking send a fucking minor. You're not gonna send a minor in my community a Lolicon. Like, some of these people are some of the most sick, depraved freaks. Like the people that found the people that did all this research to find the source material that was in Vaush's folder in the first place are the biggest fucking degens. Because that's who these people are, is they don't actually care that Vaush allegedly had Lolicon on his PC, which he didn't. He had one image that technically was, but you wouldn't know just from looking at the image. And again, he just saved it from somebody's out-of-context repost from Twitter, so I don't think that counts. But all of the Lolicon defenders are just using this as an opportunity to be like, see, Vaush is a hypocrite. He actually also watches Lolly, just like the rest of us. It's like, yeah, those are the people that exposed him, supposedly.
You know, you kind of, if you want to talk about it substantively, you need to know what you're dealing with.
Tried to sacrifice Jalen to the Lolicon altar, and I mean, it was an offhanded comment. Like, I knew she was probably going to say no. That was the whole point. They didn't need to do research. they had that shit in the memory banks. That's true. You know, maybe they have every underage VTuber fucking memorized. Maybe they have every lolicon image they've ever seen memorized, and that's how they found it.
But in any case, you know, having seen it, I mean, like, there's one where, like, yeah, I think, I don't know the age exactly. I think that, I don't know. Oh, but basically, like, one is working on the horse's dick, and the other one's at, like, the ass, and it's like, just, you're like that. What? You're just like, what the fuck?
I mean, it could have been
It's like
worse.
sickening. It's grotesque.
I mean, I wasn't a fan of it, but
It's drawn. There is no age there. Submit your hard drive to the FBI now.
for a brief second there, I thought that he was saying that himself and that he wasn't reading a chat
And
message.
to be honest with you, looking at it, you know, in fact, I actually had like a bit of a backwards and forwards with DK about it, you know, because DK was saying, you know, I think he's a pedophile. I don't know why you wouldn't call him a pedophile. I think he's a pedophile. You know, he's populating AI images of prepubescent kids or whatever. And I don't know. I just, for me, I've got, I guess, a more rigorous standard for who I'd call a pedophile.
Based, let's go, Chud Logic W. So fucking based. Let's go. Instead of immediately labeling him as a PDF file and being like, yeah, you basically have drawn CP on your computer. Oh my god, he actually has nuance. He doesn't just immediately fucking slander somebody. Why can't more people be like Chud Logic? You know, I went into this, the last 10 minutes of the stream, because apparently that's when he mentions me. Thinking, oh, he's gonna be like, oh, Femyoz, that's like the weird femboy person that tried to debate Augie or whatever, and now they're trying to defend Vaush, the evil pedophile. But no, he's not taking that approach. I don't know too much about Chud Logic. I know some people like him, some people don't. I don't really have an opinion on him because I don't know anything about him, but
Pedophile, right?
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money?
Hey, thank you for the bits, Malkaz.
Your overtime pay, sir.
Thank you very much, Malkaz. It's very generous of you. But that doesn't mean I don't think it's despicable. I think it's grotesque. But I would, you know, the thing is, I would say like nonce. Nonce is a term that I think, although it does mean pedophile in the UK, it's like, for me, it's less severe.
bro, what? Okay, if you're calling him a nonce in like a half joking kind of way, okay, fine, whatever. Like if you're saying, oh, easy, you know, that's like I don't know, that's a bit sussy. You're a little bit of a nonce there, right? Like if you're saying, I don't know. I mean, I'm not British, you know. You can tell because I don't have crooked teeth. But you know, if I was British, you know, maybe I'd be like, you're a bit of a nonce, but you're not really a PDF. I don't know.
It's like not quite as bad as pedophile. Pedophile is like, you're saying they're the thing, but nonce is like, you know.
I thought they were the same thing, but again, I'm not British, so.
Pedo-like behavior. So I go kind of along those lines with that, I think.
Damn,
So,
you can tell he's been streaming for over 12 hours. He's so low energy in this. He's struggling. He wants to sleep so bad. Oh my god.
worry, I'll get to
Poor
sleep in a minute, okay? But you know, I just like, if someone's like, I think Vaush is a pedophile for this, why should you argue against that? Like, I don't know.
What? Because it's objectively wrong? It's unsubstantiated? It's like, I don't know, maybe because I don't appreciate people spreading false pedo accusations about anybody. Like, even if it was somebody I didn't like, I would still say, yeah, but you shouldn't falsely accuse them of being a fucking pedophile. That's insane. He started as a breadtube type soy streamer before the drama coverage. Yeah, that's interesting, because I've sort of gone back and forth between being, like, categorized as, like, a bread tuber. Not really a bread tuber. I've always been, like, a little bit more on, like, the edgy side for that community. Versus being, like, a commentator. I guess I'd be more like a left-wing debate bro type. Like, usually when I think of BreadTube, I think of, like, video essayists, and then also Xander Hall. Yeah, I don't know why. That's just, like, what immediately comes to my mind. Like, I don't even think of Vaush as, like, a BreadTuber. Destiny is absolutely not a bread tuber. I guess soy and constantly eating Soylent is like a key component for being a bread tuber. I don't know. Maybe that's just my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. I don't fit into any of the categories. BreadTube is people like Ryan Beard. Oh my god, you are so right. Fuck. Yeah, no. If Ryan Beard is the representation of BreadTube, which it kind of is, I fucking despise BreadTube. Okay, we need like a different leftist commentary community. Okay, I specifically remember NicholasDeOrio describing BreadTube as the left-wing version of the commentary community. In terms of it being complete dog shit, yeah, I don't entirely disagree. But what we need, okay, is we need like a leftist edgelord version of the commentary community, okay? With, you know, people that aren't afraid to make edgy jokes, you know? Like, okay, look. Okay, and this is something that I'm probably not gonna do, but look, I was in the shower earlier today, and I genuinely considered it while I was in the shower. I was thinking, you know, what if I did a video titled, Why I Converted to Islam and Joined Hamas? With like a picture of like, the fucking, whatchamacallit, like, around my head. And then I was gonna have, and then in the background, I have the fucking ISIS flag. But yeah, nobody in BreadTube would make jokes like that. But that's not what leftism is actually about. Like, it's not about being the joke police. I think that you should be able to be a leftist and be funny. Do it? Hell yeah. See, it's like people see me on the surface and they're like, oh, that's like a leftist commentary person, I guess. And like before they watch any of my content, they're like, oh, they're probably like just some cringe, like overly sensitive, joke policing, fun police, piece of shit, debate bro without a soul or some shit, right? It's like sometimes I am a bit of a debate bro, but like then they watch my content and they're like, oh, they make the same jokes that, wait, hold on a minute, this isn't what I thought it was gonna be. Leftist phrenology. I just wish that more people on the left were able to be funny. I don't know. Maybe that's just too much to ask for these days. Like, holy shit. It's a big hang-up because I'm an unhinged guy who blurts inappropriate jokes out. Yeah, same. Like, I've always had an edgy sense of humor, and like, people get mad at me. It's weird because people that are more left-leaning are less likely to get mad at me because I have like a more of like a leftist aesthetic or whatever. But like, I make all the same jokes that I used to make. And there's some people that like, you know, if I made jokes like when I was mask presenting, people would get really fucking mad. They would lose their shit. Like, people would get mad at me in real life for making the most tame jokes imaginable, that are comparable to things I would say on stream. And while I still have gotten shit in real life and online for the same types of jokes, it's a different crowd of people on average. Like, it's more right-wing people that get mad at me for making jokes. And like I don't know, it's really weird. Socialist skull shape. Dude, socialism is so based. Hi, been a while. Hello, Sean. How many N-words have you dropped, though? I mean, I haven't kept count, so probably more than 10. Yeah, I don't know. Or are we, wait, hold on. Are we talking, hard R or soft A? Because I've definitely used soft A way more. Like, I've used, like, the hard R just doesn't have, like, the same, it just doesn't have, like, the same ring to it, you know what I mean? It's just not as fun to say. Like, you just feel like a weird, like, white incel person if you say it. I don't know. But like there are certain jokes I've made where it's like funnier if it has like the soft A N-word as like one of the words. It's very context dependent. I'm not gonna say it on streams anymore because, you know, I don't want my content to get taken down, but Incel the Transfem pipeline is real. Yeah, this is true. This is true. Like, ain't no way I was getting laid in the past. But yeah, like, I think that the only time I've said the hard R on stream was I was making a linguistic claim. I think that was it. Yeah, that would have been the only time I made a linguistic claim about why the N-word is bad to say, and was making the point that, like, it's not that the syllables are ontologically evil magically for no reason, right? Like, I'll say the syllables right now, right? And then I said them, right? Now I care less about proving the point because I've already proven it, and more about just, okay, maybe don't have my content, you know, potentially at risk of getting taken down, right? But the point was that it's not about like the syllables you pronounce, right? It's like the message you're sending, right? And like one of the reasons you don't say it is because usually, more often than not, if you say the N-word, especially like specifically hard R, you are more likely than not sending a bad message. But it's not because you're pronouncing the God-forsaken syllables that shall not be pronounced unless you have this percentage of melanin, right? It's a matter of whether or not you're sending a certain message, whether it's on purpose or by accident. You're a strong black woman, you can say it. Oh, no. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't have like a moral opposition or even much of an optics opposition to saying it right now. I would. If I was like streaming exclusively on Kick instead of YouTube. Oh, I forgot to set it up to stream on Kick again. Oops. But if I was streaming on just Kick, let's say, I would just fucking say it, right? I just want my channel to get remonetized at some point. Because, you know, being fully demonetized sucks, and YouTube basically fucks you over. It's very sad. Wasn't it Vaush who made that excellent tactical N-word post as well? Yeah, that was extremely based. I think I've probably said the N-word a little bit more loosely than Vaush, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, or as in like the soft A. But like hard R, like I'd say it was about the same. I ran into a trans girl who called me the N-word on Klein. See, well, I think that like a big part of what determines whether or not it's acceptable is like, what message are you sending, right? But like, there's a reason that like whenever this topic that comes up, if they're like, whenever there's like people of color that are like in the audience, that are like whatever in chat, like they'll always say, yeah, you have the N-word pass, you can say it, and like I'm always like, yes, I know, and I would say it, I don't have a problem with saying it, but the YouTube algorithm gods don't always understand context, so it's unfortunate. It's the same reason I'm trying to say the R slur less. It's not because I have an issue saying the R slur. I think it's funny as hell sometimes, but, you know, I don't know. Oh, I was happy to prove how hardworking black men can be. That's so real. That's so real. Oh my god. I'm a person of color, and I say that you're a mega bottom. Fuck you. I'm not a mega bottom. You're a mega bottom, okay? True. No, it's not. No, it's not. I can sense. No, you can't. You can't sense it. Okay, sorry. Let's see if Chud Logic even talks about me in the last 10 minutes. Like you all, or like somebody in chat said.
It just seems crazy that you know, you would go out of your way to argue against that, because it's just like, yeah, I understand why you think that. Good luck.
Okay. you can understand why somebody thinks something while also acknowledging the fact that they're wrong, and that having a wrong belief about something and perpetuating said wrong belief can cause harm, right? Like, yeah, it could be the case where it's like, oh yeah, I understand why somebody would believe false pedo accusations, you know? Or why Slazo was guilty until he made his fucking response video where he proved his innocence, right? But the standard shouldn't be guilty until proven innocent. That's fucking brain dead, right? It's understandable why everyone thought Slazo was guilty. Not everyone, right? But like the audience in general, right? Like the average audience member. It's like, well, all of his friends are calling him out, you know, sources I trust, like I'm Alex, you know, it's like you can understand why they believe that while still acknowledging, yeah, but that's a wrong belief. It's not based on like any moral foundation or principles or like research or evidence or anything. You haven't based it on anything. You have a low standard of evidence. That's the problem. So, with that being said, let's see what Chud Logic has to say about that.
I mean, like, I don't know, it's like, oh, it's like just not the kind of thing I would really be that bothered about strongly arguing.
I mean, that's fine, I guess. Like, you don't personally have to be like Vaush's biggest defender, okay? You don't have to be like me and make an 8-hour-long stream arguing with random people in chat that got recommended my video in the YouTube algorithm that hate Vaush, and then also, you know, doing all this fucking research, like, on stream, you know, listening to every single argument, thinking about it. Like, I literally dedicated an entire segment to giving constructive criticism to Vaush's response because I think he could have done a better job responding to it. Doing all this fucking shit, right? Like, obviously, as somebody that watches Vaush, that's a really fucking cringe way to frame this. Jesus Christ. As somebody that watches Vaush, it's like, yeah, okay, shut the fuck up. We get it. But yeah, no, like, no, but like as somebody that watches Vaush and actually likes him as a content creator, like, yeah, I'm obviously gonna care slightly more than Chud Logic, right? And I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that. I think there is something inherently wrong with labeling somebody as something. So, like, I don't have a huge issue with Chud Logic's position here from what I understand, because it seems to be the case that he acknowledges that there's not really enough evidence to label Vaush as a PDF file, while personally just being kind of agnostic and just not caring about the drama. And that's fine. Like, you don't have to care about the drama. But I do have a problem with people that perpetuate like a false narrative, or they make unfalsifiable statements with no evidence, where it's like, okay, what do you, like, what would Vaush need to do to prove he's innocent, right? Like, what can he do? As somebody who watches Femyoz, can attest that she's a mega bottom. Nuh-uh. It's not, you're a trad wife who wants to get impregnated? Maybe.
Because you're just kind of like, it's kind of a wash, isn't it? You're like, yeah, sure, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. But pretty fucked. Coward. So I'm a coward. I'm a coward if I don't call Vaush a pedophile. I'm a coward if I don't defend Vaush from being a pedophile. I literally can't win, can I?
Okay, this is literally just the optics game, okay? Let's replay that real quick, okay? So I think this is important. What does that say? 6 minutes and 10 seconds? I think? Yeah, alright. How do I...
You know, if I
why is there
like
no,
a bit of a backwards and forwards,
skip
DK
5
about it,
seconds
you know,
button,
DK was
like there is on
saying,
YouTube?
You know, I think he's a pedophile. I don't know why you wouldn't call him a pedophile. I think he's a pedophile. You know, he's populating AI images of prepubescent kids or whatever.
But he's not, though.
And I don't know. I just, for me, I've got, I guess, a more rigorous.
Oh wait, we already saw that.
Who I'd call a pedophile.
I
right?
went too far
Okay,
back.
that's wonderful. But how do I make money?
Thank you.
Oh my god, this thing is... I fucking hate... Fuck you, Kick. Are you fucking...
Coward. So I'm a coward. I'm a coward if I don't call Vaush a pedophile. I'm a coward if I don't defend Vaush from being a pedophile. I literally can't win, can I?
you could just like not talk about it. Like if you care that much about optics, then just don't talk about it, right? Now that's obviously not the end all be all, right? Like for instance, like when it came to like determining whether or not there was lolicon in Vaush's folder and whether it, you know, you would be able to tell that it's a lolicon based on just seeing the image alone with no context, which it would be reasonable to assume that Vaush didn't have any of the context, right? Like if he's just like scrolling on Twitter and looking at porn on Twitter and then occasionally saving something, like I think it's pretty fucking reasonable to assume like, you know, he might not have the context if something was like reposted on Twitter. Also, yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, it's fine to not care, but like, I guess he's being honest here by admitting like part of the reason he is agnostic is because, you know, it's an optics nightmare. Like, that is quite relatable as like a content creator. Like whenever people bring up lolly, it's like if you have like any amount of like a nuanced position, like no matter what the fuck you say, you're gonna have people jumping down your throat on both sides, right? You could be making a single statement, right? And then there's gonna be half the people are gonna be like, oh, you're actually a pedophile that's defending lolly, and then the other half of the audience that's hearing the exact same fucking argument is gonna be like, how dare you not side with the lolicon defenders? You see, you would agree that lolicon actually doesn't cause any harm. In fact, it would actually... It's like, shut the fuck up. Let me just make my point and move on. I know I'm a debate bro, but I don't want to debate that specific topic. My brain just shuts off when the anime stuff comes up. Yeah, that's the thing. Is it's like I feel like it's impossible for me to be like objective in that because like I intuitively have the position which is one against it but that's the thing, right? Is like I have like almost like an innate aversion to that type of stuff. Like if I think about it or if I were to fucking see that shit, right? Like I would have an aversion to that, right? Like that would give me a sense of disgust. In fact, it does whenever people bring it up, right? Because I don't like having to think about that, right? Not to mention the fact that it's optically better to be against it than to be for it, right? Because if you're for it, people can pedo jack at you. If you're against it, what the fuck are the lolicon people gonna do? Be like, how dare you not support this thing? Okay. Like the ramifications there are way less, right? Not to mention that there's going to be more people on average that are against it than people that are for it. So it's like, on one hand, it's like, okay, I think I'm against it, but I feel like there's almost like almost like an incentive structure for me to be against it. So no matter what the fuck I do, I cannot be objective in that debate. Like, I just can't. And, like, I've admitted on streams, like, yeah, I don't really know enough, like, I haven't done any research to see, like, if this actually causes harm to children, so I can't really, like, have that strong of a position against it, even though emotionally I'm against it. But my emotions are not enough to say that this is morally wrong, right? What I emotionally feel, an emotional state, is not an ethical argument, right? You have an innate aversion to being a top? Nuh-uh. I'd rather get the hentai nerds mad than the rest of the of humanity. Yeah, that's the thing, is like... And that's part of, like... I think that's also where part of my aversion comes from. Like, on its own, as like a non-content creator, it's just something I never really even cared to think about, right? And it's like, I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I just wouldn't dislike it as much. But yeah, I don't know. I guess there's also like an association with this specific thing being like an optics nightmare no matter how you go about it. You're gonna piss people off no matter what in your audience, right? Like it's one of those, and that's the reason like most of the time I just avoid that specific subject altogether, right? Because it's a fucking cancerous subject. And like there's a reason that like most communities specifically ban that. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get through the rest of this clip, and then I'm gonna end stream, and then yeah. Oh my god, this is a very long silent bit.
But yeah, it's just, you know, it's so funny watching people try to grapple with this and not recognizing how insane they sound to people.
Again, this is just like an argument about optics though, right? Like, first of all, whether or not irrationally minded individuals think that something sounds insane is not what determines like the validity of the argument, right? Now, I do agree that like if you get too debate brained, you do start to lose touch of how regular people perceive you, right? Because they're not going to be actually going through the lines of reasoning with you, right? Like you could have like objectively like the best line of reasoning ever, but if they just view you as like some insane person rambling, right? And they don't actually consider any of the things that you're saying, right? Like it's going to be the case that like no matter what, you know, like what can you do there, right?
That grotesque beard. I think my beard, I do need to trim it and line it up, but I don't think it's grotesque, is it? It's clean. Very clean.
I don't know. I don't personally like beards. Shut up, McAfee. Fuck off.
Yeah, I've got quite strong takes about it. If you're looking, like, it's just so crazy to me that people act like if you're jerking it to Lolicon, there's no problem. I'm just like, how though? Like, if you're looking, even if it's a cartoon, if you're looking at an image of a child, even a cartoon, in a sexual fashion,
I refuse to engage in this discourse.
and you're finding that arousing, like, how are you going to act like that's totally chill? And it doesn't make any sense to me.
Like, Chud has long pauses like that, so I always think my shit's buffering or headphones disconnected. Yeah, like, at first I was like, wait, did the thing end? And I'm like, oh, wait, no.
Hurt in it being made, but you're indulging in it. You're touching that part of your brain.
Man, people make fun of Keffals for long pauses.
Has probably got something wrong with it because you're finding that sexually attractive. Like, you shouldn't find that arousing. You shouldn't find a child arousing. And you are. It's just a cartoon one, so a kid hasn't been hurt to make it, but you are getting aroused by that. There's something wrong there. That ain't right.
Okay, but that's like there wasn't that with Vaush though, as far as I'm concerned. Oh my god, people make fun of Keffals for long pauses, but what is this? Like, I mean, I agree that like, yeah, Keffals pauses way too much.
Plasticity work.
But like, come on.
Well, the problem with the counterpoints conversation is that counterpoints couldn't seem to separate out the act of drawing it from like the act of consuming it because you're sexually attracted to it, you know? But yeah, I mean, it comes down to like a very in the weeds, you know, it's stupid, really. Stupid conversation.
It is a stupid conversation. I couldn't agree more.
What's much more interesting is that consumption aspect. And, well, that's where it needs to be stopped anyway. The consumption, the distribution.
Stop pause. Oh my god, I can never figure out when I need to like pause the video or if like there's like enough of a silent bit to say whatever the fuck I want to say, and it's really bothering me. Chud actually thinks Keffals loads. Yeah, no, I guess that's true. But I feel like if you're thinking, like that's fair enough. But I feel like if you're a streamer, it's like better if you're thinking out loud, right? Like, okay, if you're like in your day-to-day life, like maybe there are some instances where it's fine, some instances where it's not, to like think out loud or whatever. But like if you're thinking, like wouldn't you want your audience to be able to go with your follow along with like your actual thought process and watch you in real time come to conclusions rather than just hearing the conclusion of the thought process? Like, I don't know. To me at least, that's just how I view it, but maybe that's just because I talk a lot.
I'll read in a bit. Also, the other thing about it too, with going back to the Vaush thing, is you end up with these, and Xanderhall I think is gonna struggle with this.
I don't think he's gonna talk about me. Damn. Stop with the long. Oh, I guess it looks like he's scrolling.
It's
Never
like
mind.
people that have gone super hard against Lolicon before, but now that it's Vaush.
Well, the fact of the matter is that if there was like, I think 1 or 2 that were technically Lolicon, but you wouldn't be able to know just from looking at the images, and it's safe to assume that again Vaush didn't know, right? And that he got that, like he found them out of context, right? So that would be like the argument, is that okay, but he didn't have that on his computer in the first place. Like he didn't, like he's not like a, like he's not going out of his way to watch Lolly, I guess. Like that would be like the main thing.
All of a sudden are like, oh no, I'm going to defend this, actually.
Also, I mean, he had been streaming for almost 14 hours by this point, so if there's long pauses, it's also kind of understandable.
When you've been so strong against Lolicon previously.
This guy's so boring to watch. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the only time I do long pauses is if, like, my brain is just really foggy on a particular day, and it's, like, usually not very often, or if I know that I'm gonna include, like, the whatever, parts of a stream segment, like, in a video, where it's, like, at that point, I stop recording it like a stream, and I start recording it like a video, as in, I talk as if I'm recording a video by myself almost, right? So if I get a line wrong, I'll repeat it, or like I'll really focus on the delivery more than I normally would. I can't stand these long pauses though.
Oh,
this is worse than Keffals.
But yeah, anyway, I think we'll have a look and see some of the best defense videos and maybe watch some and have a laugh.
I hope that he's talking about mine. Do a fit check, I will. Come on.
Right, guys. Okay, let's do it.
Come on. What?
I'm gonna raid Justical.
Oh, okay then. I don't think he's gonna talk about me.
Oh yeah,
Never
the
mind.
Demon Mama stream. Oh my god. Anyway, guys.
Demon Mama
I hope
stream.
you had a good stream. I hope you enjoyed
That's not me.
the Tom tent. That's probably it for me. Unless Tom substantively replies to anything, I can't imagine I'm going to be getting into this again. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, 8 AM.
It was beforehand. Okay, so he doesn't talk about me. Check Discord DMs. All right. Discord DMs. Do. Okay. Child Logic mention. Ooh. Fun. All right. I clipped it. Why, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Apparently, Chud Logic mentioned me.
I think I've decided that I do want to cover a bit more. I think I've...
Okay, wait. Does that mean he's going to cover this? Oh, shit. No fucking way. Wait, does that mean... Okay, wait. Hold on. Let's see what this is.
I think I've